Relentless reporting by the 7 investigators revealed systemic failures inside Wayne County's jail that led to an inmate's brutal murder. Now the county has agreed to pay a staggering sum to settle a lawsuit that was based on what we uncovered. 7 investigator Ross Jones reveals how much taxpayers will have to shell out and how Sheriff Ray Washington is responding.
It's really troubling to see what happened in this case. He lost his life because he was put in with someone that had mental issues and was extremely violent.
The failures that happened inside the Wayne County Jail cost Thomas Carr his life. Tonight, they are set to cost the county a staggering $7 million to settle the lawsuit over his murder.
No family should be put through this. He messed up. He made a mistake. He paid with it with his life.
Carr came to the Wayne County Jail to serve a sentence for a DUI, but 24 hours after he arrived, he was beaten to death by his cellmate, Claude Lewis, in an attack that jail officials say may have lasted hours. Sheriff Raphael Washington would later blame the murder on the failures of one jail deputy who was MIA from his assignment while the attack took place.
If the officer did his job, he could have stopped the assault or possibly even rendered aid after the assault.
But as our investigation revealed, the problems that day ran far deeper than just one employee. Claude Lewis was booked in the jail on a domestic violence charge. His criminal record showed 8 prior convictions, including 2 for aggravated battery, 1 for burning or exploding property, and another for felon in possession of a firearm. Lewis had a well-documented history of mental illness. A check in the law enforcement information network included a warning that he may harm self or others, was unable to attend to basic needs or understand the need for treatment, and had been involuntarily committed a year prior. Court records show he was paranoid and believed people were poisoning his food. But Lewis wasn't placed on the jail's mental health floor. Instead, he was housed with Thomas Carr, and within hours of their pairing, Carr would be brutally beaten.
Was this the fault of one guard or a bigger problem?
I think it indicates there's a bigger problem there.
Following our investigations, the family of Thomas Carr filed this lawsuit against the county, based entirely on our reporting.
It was a heinous death. It was a painful death, and it was one that no person, whether they were in a jail or otherwise, should ever have to suffer.
The Wayne County Commission approved the $7 million settlement last month, the largest negligence settlement the county has paid out in at least the last 15 years.
It was in the best interest of the county to settle at that amount.
The potential exposure of the liability, it could have been worse.
You get in difficult situations sometime, and you want to put end to a sad story.
Since Carr's murder, we wanted to understand what changes have been made inside the jail to keep everyone safer. But sheriff's officials would not agree to an interview. Instead, they released a statement saying the county agreed to an early facilitation in the hopes of preventing a prolonged litigation process, adding, "We are hopeful that this resolution brings the Carr family some form of closure and allows the healing process of their tragic loss to begin." Well, the sheriff didn't have time for an interview. We noticed he did make time last month to accept an award. The very same week the county agreed to pay the staggering $7 million settlement over an inmate's murder, Raphael Washington was honored by a local newspaper for his work as sheriff, where he posted this to Instagram.
What it really means is that someone wanted to recognize the fact that I guess I'm out here doing the work, out here serving the people in an excellent way.
Well, Wayne County is set to cover $5 million of the settlement with public money. The remaining $2 million will come from its insurance provider. The settlement still needs to be approved by a judge next month. The deputy who went missing from his shift while that attack took place resigned from the sheriff's office last year. The Wayne County prosecutor recently declined to bring any criminal charges against him, citing insufficient evidence. But we hope things have improved there. I talked to a lot of deputies inside the jail who have indicated that things are still quite bad, but that's a lot of money.
And the money that they saved from that lack of staffing, perhaps, this certainly is not offset.
Well, that money could have gone, that $5 million could have gone a long way in the jail.
Absolutely. All right, Ross, thank you for that reporting.